up, bros? We'll be talking about inequalities today. Oh no, not that kind. Yeah, don't call Sandy in. These kind of inequalities compare two numbers or expressions that are not necessarily the same. This branch of math is for the people that love to argue because they're never just the same. They help us in many things we do for jobs. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to tell you that yet, am I? Well, come on, let's go.
Ever been on Fortnite with your dude or dudettes for 12 hours? I know, we all have. I just have to ask to segue into my next point. The way that all things on our screen work are through computer science. I know, that is just so interesting to all of you out there. But in computer science, when you want the program to perform a certain task, you must use inequalities. Programmers use if statements and inequalities to make the program perform these tasks. For example, look at this code. In this first example of code, you can see that the if statement is actually using number less than 0. So it's trying to decide if a number is negative. You can see the printout on the right where the user has chosen the number 4 and it plainly says the number is not negative. So in this example, it used one inequality to make the decision what to print out. In the next example, it's actually trying to determine if you're a teenager or not. That means your age has to be greater than or equal to 13, but less than and equal to 19. Notice the if-else statement in the code. It uses this type of structure in order to determine an answer. When you are doing your video games, they're using if statements just like this one in order to make everything move around the screen. Meteorology, or as I like to call it, the hey, you can't be mad we were pretty close branch of science, uses inequalities many times in their studies. If the temperature is 32 degrees or below, it will be freezing temperatures. Also, if there are 8 to 10 inches or more of rainfall in 1 hour, then it will be considered a flash flood and will have to be broadcasted as such on the news. Have you ever heard about a tier system? No, they are not what you use to cry. I know, that's what I thought it was too. A tier system is actually the range of numbers within levels. For example, a tier system would be something like the way you are paid when you have worked at a job for 10 years versus 5 years, which was more than what you made when you were starting out. Also, different positions within a company have a different pay scale, which is a tier system. For example, in a restaurant, you have a manager, a cook, and a waitress. So the manager makes more than the cook, who also makes more of the waitress. That's how examples of tier systems work.